What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Killer Cam Frank coming back at you with another Madden 24 banger. Today we're going to be going over the next part of our defensive ebook series. In the $3-2 defense, I'm going to show you guys how to defend two of the more popular meta formations in the game. You guys are going to see what we're talking about here in just a second. Let's hop right into it. Alright boys, so I thought I was just going to do spread sets, but I've actually had some requests for this, so I'm going to show you guys how I like to guard these two formations, bunch, stretch, offset, and bunch tight end, in today's portion of our defensive ebook series. And the first thing I want to go over is RPO alert screen. This is something a ton of people have trouble with. We're going to set our adjustments just like we normally do. Base alignment, flats to 25, curl flats to 5, and then we're going to go DB fire 2 press, spinner, cover 4 drop contain, cover 3 buzz spy, and then we're going to come out in DB fire 2 press pretty much every time. And this RPO alert screen right here, basically what you want to do is shift your line towards the running back and crash down. I like to stand in this gap right here, and then I actually like to, if they're like spamming this, you're going to put this guy in a flat right here and man him up. And then if you aren't really sure, you can put this guy in a flat too, in like a 25-yard flat. And you can kind of back him up just a little bit, just so he plays deeper, and then you man this guy up right here. This is kind of how I like to set up defense anyways, a little bit differently. We're going to get into that here in just a minute. But basically this RPO is going to be rendered completely useless as far as defense goes against it. Like, they can maybe pick up a few yards, but you guys see that we're rallying the troops right down there, so you don't really have too much to worry about. You can also kind of pinch your line and then crash down, but I actually like to do it like this. You can actually still blitz that guy if you want to, really whatever you want to do. There's a lot of different things you can do to stop it, but pass commit, I like to pass commit against this one, and then you just kind of shoot down, muddy up this gap right here, and you can shoot that gap pretty much every single time to stop the run. You just have to make sure you stop the RPO. So again, just like this. Like, you can completely sell out for it, put 2 flats over there and have the troops rally down, and then you can shoot through that hole every single time. Every single time. You don't have to worry about the run whatsoever, and if we hop into instant replay right here, we'll see what the pass looked like against it. And it's not open. There's 2 guys right there, one's manned up, and then there's a flat right there. This guy isn't going to block both of them, so if they throw that, they're going to lose yards. This is probably one of the easiest RPOs to actually guard in this game, just because of how easy the gap shoot is. Like, I can do it literally every single time, right up the middle, and they're losing 5 yards. So as long as you can defend the RPO, you can defend the run, you don't really have to worry about that. It's more the passing plays that we're worried about, and there's one in particular that people really like to run out of this bunch stretch offset. Well, really there's 2, but the one that people really like to run the most is Y trail. And how I like to defend this is kind of how we defended our other bunch formations. So we're going to man this guy up on the left, the solo side dude, and then we're going to put a deep half on that side. We can set up our run defense just in case. So we're going to shift towards the running back and then crash down. I like to put this guy in a mid-read, back this guy up in the 25-yard flat, and then we're going to play the, put that outside corner. He's kind of a wild card, the slot corner right there. This guy, hooker. That's kind of your wild card if you want to put him in a 5-yard flat to defend the flats, or you want to man him up to the running back or the tight end. You can really do whatever you want with him right there. But really, we just want to make sure that we guard this post. We want to make sure that we guard that drag. We want to make sure that we guard the angle route. A lot of people will actually do something like this. This is a really popular route combo, and we're just going to see how this plays. And as long as you can user that angle route, you really don't have much to worry about. Like, you can run with the running back or the tight end right there. If you really want to kind of sell out for the angle route, you can... Actually, I'm on the wrong guy right here. But, alright. I messed that up. So, same thing right there. Shade down once you man those guys up, and then you can man the running back up, or you can put him in a 5-yard flat right here. I like the 5-yard flat a little bit better because a lot of times people are going to do something like this. as you guys saw right there, and that shaded down man cover is going to do a really good job against that angle route. They might get a little bit of separation, but not too much. And then when you snap the ball, you just have to run with the running back. As you guys can see, they don't have much time to throw the ball anyways, so it's not really something you have to worry about too much. But this is my general like coverage against that. Now, if you really wanted to, you can do something like that. Kind of play like a cover 2 shell and then man up the tight end. And you could actually outside quarter this guy if you wanted to. Kind of defend that corner out. There's a lot of different things you can do right here, as I said, but that's kind of the gist of how I like to play defense against this. You can still man this guy up to the running back if you want to. A lot of different things you can do. You can get really creative with defense out of this formation. You just have to guard that post and then really that angle route and the running back as long as possible. So I don't have too much problems with bunch stretch offset or bunch strong offset. The main thing that I wanted to go over in this video is how to guard bunch tight end, because we went over bunch a lot in the last video. So I went over pretty much all the different ways I like to defend bunch. There's just a little bit of a variation because of that RPO and bunch strong offset, but bunch tight end is a little bit different. And what a lot of people like to do is come out and like PA boot over. Obviously the most popular play out of bunch tight end, and we got to get a little bit creative to guard this. So I actually like to cross man both these guys right here. That's kind of my base defense. And then I'll do something like this to defend the middle of the field and then put a flat on that side. So I know it's kind of a weird defense, but this is really good against PA boot over. How people like to run it. People like to run it with either a tight end drag or a tight end post. A lot of people like to run it with a tight end drag. And basically with this style of defense, really all you have to do here is kind of, when they snap the ball, you just have to guard this drag right here. And then everything else is pretty covered. You might have a window to throw that deep crosser, but if they're throwing that consistently, you can actually back this guy up, this outside corner, and just have him stay in that 25-yard flat. And same thing, just like that. I actually like the deep half a little bit better. And then when they run this play, there's literally nothing open, so you don't really have to worry about PA boot over too much. It's more the other plays that people struggle with in bunch tight end, because if people are spamming PA boot over every time, there's really not too much you have to worry about. That defense right there is going to be your bread and butter against PA boot over. The one thing with this style of offense is this triple out play or curl flat corner. These are really deep corner routes. And if you try to play a double Mabel style defense, like a lot of people like to, this route is gonna shred cover 2, like completely shred it, as long as they have time in the pocket. And we got sacked right there, but you guys see how open that corner route was getting. So you really can't play that double Mabel style defense against this. What I like to do is outside quarter right here, man this guy up, and then roll my coverage just like that, because usually it's that middle guy going on the corner route, or it's the inside guy. Here it's the inside guy actually, but either way, that outside quarter should take that away to the wide side. And then if they have like kind of a flat or an out route on that left side, we have something there to defend it with this curl flat at 5 yards. And then the rest of the play, I just like to have at least a deep half or an inside third, just in case somebody gets beat over the top. And then if you really want to, you can like man this guy up to the running back, watch out for the tight end yourself, just like that, But you guys see that inside quarter or the outside quarter on that left side is doing a way better job defending that deep route than the outside third was. The outside third is going to get cooked pretty much every single time. So is a deep half. So you really have to be kind of selective on how you play your defense against bunch tight end. Again, you can man this guy up if you want to, and you can even do something like that if you still want to send pressure. There's a lot of different ways you can defend this, but generally, those really deep corner routes are the thing you have to worry about. You guys see right there that third was just getting cooked by that corner route. So you really can't put that third there. Outside quarter backed up is probably your best way to defend it. And then a man up. Maybe something like that too. That's a pretty good defense right there, and then you just kind of run straight to this side of the field. Everything else is pretty much covered. If the running back leaks out of the backfield, not much you have to worry about. I just wanted to give you guys like some different variations of how to play defense against this. It's going to be your own adjustments, obviously, against what you're playing against. But bunch tight end is one of those formations that has some like really big hitting plays. Even PA boot over against like a stock defense with this post can shred cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, really any kind of basic coverage you run. So you're not going to be able to run basic coverage against this. Like even with a max protect right here, I'll see if I can buy enough time. But cover 2 is going to be cooked by this. Even sending a bunch of people, you guys saw that post route is just getting completely over the top. Cover 3 is going to be cooked too. Audible to a cover 3 right there. But PA boot over, it's just going to shred it. People are going to run it like this a lot of the time. And as long as you have time, you guys see it was a one-play touchdown. So can't really play basic coverage against bunch tight end. If you guys didn't see it, an instant replay right here. This third, just as soon as it gets past there, that's going to be an easy throw for a one-play touchdown. The main thing with PA boot over is they need to cancel the play action. So your two best routes are probably to kind of get really adjusty on defense or to send a lot of pressure. And again, you don't have a lot of threats to the right side of the field, so if you want, you can a cover 3 kind of shell, but you can actually like use this guy or something, and you can send like 6 essentially. And if they do try to run PA boot over with that play action, then you're gonna be screaming before they can even think about throwing the ball. So that's another way you can do it, just kind of blitz really, really heavy. But this is about all I got for you for bunch tight end. It's really going to be your adjustments that take your game to the next level. I'm just giving you some different ways that I like to adjust against it to help you get some different ideas in your head on how you like to defend it. Those crossmans are really good. Those deep half adjustments are really, really good too from those outside corners. And so are those outside quarter adjustments. So play however you want. Just know that this is a very, very heavy hitting offense, and there's going to be a lot of big play potential. So you're really going to have to adjust for that. It's really just a matter of making sure that you make the right adjustments at the right time, as it is always in Madden. But there are certain ways to adjust against certain formations. It's really just about knowing your opponent's tendencies and knowing the plays in that formation. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn that noti bell so you're notified every time we put another video out, just like this, including our Spread Offensive ebook series, where we have another part coming out tomorrow for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, it's your boy Killer Cam Friend. See you guys in the next one. Peace.